me introduce you.
All right, what's up, man? How you doing?
Not bad. How's it going?
As embarrassing as it is, we even did so we crank, like I said, we crank songs and we play to them. Well, one night I was trying to test my vocal range and I started singing along to freaking Nickelback.
Oh man. Oh, you're broadcasting it. How'd it go? How'd it go though?
So I thought I blended with him very well for all things considered. So
oh man, you go Glen Coco. That's what I'm talking about.
But you know what I'm saying? I just at that point I was just like, all right, I gotta start doing things on my own.
There you go. Hey, but you got it, man. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, I like the vibe we're setting, man. You feel comfortable enough to blast it on the Nickelback. That's awesome.
Oh yeah,
my man.
I know a lot of people dislike Nickelback. Me personally, I still like them. I don't think they're I don't think they're my number one band. I'm not saying that at all. But you're not going to break my heart if you throw on Nickelback or something like that.
You're not going to break my heart.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, you know what? Hey, I gotta say something. I always am so surprised because, like, personally, I've got nothing wrong with it. It just, I'll quote Common. If I don't like it, I don't like it. Or sorry, if I don't like it, I don't like it. That don't mean that I hate it. And that's just rolling with that. But the Nickelback fans, man, always surprises me. I got like the biggest Nickelback fan that I know is my friend from Jamaica, Aaron. And he fucking blew me away when he dropped that nickel because this guy like pretty consistently like listens to like mostly trap music. And but he's like, yeah, love Nickelback. I was like, where did this go? You never played Nickelback? He's like, no, I really do. All right, that's awesome.
So what, dude? All right, I'll tell you what. Right now, I threw off a couple of my friends one time. We were all riding in my car and we're sitting there and we're I think I was bumping at the time. I know that everyone may have an issue with this band too, but I was bumping Limp Bizkit.
Let's hear it.
I was
all about that nookie.
Well, I was doing the rap version with Method Man and Redman and DMX.
Okay, that's not bad.
So, like I said, I was bumping.
I love me some Method Man.
I was bumping it, had the subs going, and all that stuff, and I had it on random through my playlist on my phone.
Yep.
Next song that came on was Jailhouse Rock by Elvis. I threw them right the fuck off. They're like, "What? Where the hell is this coming from?" I was like, "My mother's side."
That's my mother.
Don't you worry. I got some Johnny Cash in here too, and some Hank Williams Jr. Just wait.
Dang, you full of curveballs, man.
Well, like I said, I grew up with all genres of music.
That's cool.
I really did. My brothers, one of them liked freaking rap, one of them liked metal, and we're talking 90s stuff. And then my father, he liked, obviously, like I said, the 80s hair metal, and my mother, she liked the old country and the old pop stars like Michael Jackson and all that stuff.
My mom is the
Stevie
biggest
Wonder.
ABBA fan. ABBA.
Oh yeah,
my mom loves. I mean, in all honesty, I've heard so much ABBA in my life. Like, it's not bad. Like, I like, give me that Mamma Mia, man. Like, it's not that bad.
Well, it's funny too because a lot of people when they see me, they're like, I just don't see him doing country, and like, I'm not.
That's why you gotta keep them on their toes, man.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'll bust out, like Hank Williams Jr. or something like that every once in a blue moon. People are like, what the fuck? I was
but
like,
that's I will say that's at least more respectable country because I will say I don't like country, but I do have more of a respect for Willie Nelson, Johnny Cash. These the Trailblazers, let alone all the unsung black country artists that we don't even hear about that paved the way for these guys to even make a lane in there. And side note, did you know the banjo is an African instrument? And it's classical, it sounds like almost like a sitar or a Japanese koto, like the way it's played. Dude, it's beautiful. Like if you compare country banjo to African banjo, man, it's two different instruments, but it's the same thing. Just wanted to throw that in there. Everyone, look up some African banjo. Sounds beautiful. But regardless, I have appreciation for the older country. It's this. See, I love music theory. I study music theory, and even if you don't study music theory, if you just have that like that edge to music, you get kind of like sick of the four chord repetition that we keep finding ourselves in with pop, with country, with hip hop now too. It's just like I feel like it's the commercialization of melody. It's like the quickest way to sell something. You're selling them a melody. You want it stuck in their head. You know what I mean? And so you keep the loop short, keep the song short. If you know songs are like 2 minutes long now, max, it's crazy. They're getting shorter and shorter. But attention spans are too, so I can't really blame people.
See, I don't know, like me personally, like especially like I think that was why I love Metallica so much, because they had like these nice drawn out intros before they even started singing.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like
nice.
It was like the intro was
orchestral.
Yeah, you know, it was like the intro was telling a story in itself before you even got to the story. You know,
absolutely. That's what music should be.
Just with the build up.
That's jazz, man. That's jazz right there. That's what I'm talking
about. That it was just so like one of the songs I love, I think was like 7 minutes long. And it was just incredible because there was like 2 different songs within that one song, but you wouldn't think, like, hearing them out of context, you would think like there's no way they could transition to that and make it work, but they did.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's the best when you can't see it happening and that bridge gets built. Yeah. Speaking of metal, there's a Motley Crue song. Now I'm a huge Office fan. Okay. And speaking of which, want to empathize with all the Office fans that are grieving because Netflix has taken The Office off. I'd have a moment of silence, but I don't want to waste so much time. I'm with all of you. Anyway, there's one scene where Jim and Dwight are going into a sales, make a sales pitch at some place, and Dwight's prepping up in the car, and he's like, "Leave the keys," and it plays some Motley Crue song. It's that like gnarly ass guitar song. It's like wow, 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 wow. Yeah. It's dope. I heard that song for the first time outside of The Office at the steel plant maybe like 5 months ago. I don't know how I just heard of it now, but I freaked out, man, and I was like, "That's Dwight's song! That's Dwight's song!" I got so pumped up myself, man. I was like, "I'm ready for the sales pitch. Let's go." Yeah, but then I realized, it's Motley Crue. It's a pretty popular song.
Yeah. Well, it's like, if we go into martial law, we could all survive on Dwight Farm.
That's absolutely right. Oh, man. Yeah, you got a bunker, right?
Yeah, right. Oh, God, The Office. Nothing will ever be the same, right?
Yeah, seriously. I can't even count how many times I've watched it through. It just becomes a point of just like a lens of life. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta calm myself down, because I find myself like 10, 20 times a day, I'll be like, "Yo, this is just like on The Office when this happens." And I gotta like be like, "Oh man, first of all, not everyone watches it. Second of all, even if they watch it, they're getting sick of it by this point. You made 10 Dwight comparisons today." Yeah, so
I'll just say, if they're a true fan, they'll never get sick of it.
There we go. That's it, though. That's it right there.
That's how that goes.
Shouldn't throw in the towel like that, huh?
Right. No.
Yep.
Stay true, stay pure.
Yo, do you like anime at all, man?
So I like the style, but I don't watch a lot of it.
All right, what have you seen?
I think the most I've seen is anything anime that has been done Marvel.
Okay.
Anime. So like they did like the Wolverine movie that they did.
I saw that advertised, but I didn't give it a watch yet. Well, I love anime, yo. I was gonna see because just like relating life through The Office, a lot of times like Naruto. I've been watching that since my childhood, but that was like my first anime. I used to say I'm not an anime fan. I just like Naruto and a couple others. But yeah, man, like me and my wife, we would just get full-fledged into anime. It's just especially now, I mean, like Attack on Titan, Hunter x Hunter, there's so many good animes that are so deep, so ethical, so philosophical. It's like reading a Thoreau essay or an Emerson essay just in a package with like action and whatnot. It's awesome, dude. It's really incredible. But so I encourage anime. Had to give a shout. We're vibing, so I had to see if you liked anime.
No, I'll definitely check out some more. I mean,
I recommend Naruto, definitely.
I'm one of those Marvel-DC junkies, so I I can never get enough of that stuff.
I grew up with the comic books. Hell yeah, man. We used to go to the Tilton Diner in Tilton, New Hampshire.
Okay.
And they had free comic books, either free or like 10-cent ones. You can make a donation, like an honesty box or something. Yeah, dude, that was the best. Going and get stacks of comic books. Spider-Man was always my favorite. I like the humor. I do. Yeah.
It's ironic. When I was younger, Spider-Man was always my favorite. There was no doubt in that. And then as I got older and, you know, started getting a little bit more towards reality and, you know, realizing how dark some places in the world can be.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Batman became my favorite.
Okay. Yep.
And it just like, now that I'm a full adult and understand both concepts and all this other stuff, it's like, don't ask me to pick between the two because it's probably going to be Batman every time because I love black.
So you're vibing with Batman. Okay. That's deep. That's telling me something about you, man. Okay. All right. That's cool.
You know, and I always, I don't know, like, I've always found myself, like, people say that, you know, I'm very egotistical, but I'm very unselfish.
Okay. I'm not getting the egotistical vibe, man. I mean, we're having a good conversation.
Well, this is just our first encounter. You know, we go.
Okay.
We go and hang.
Oh, you're inviting me back, huh? All right, I'll take it.
You know, I'll let you get the soft side of me with the ego.
There we go. Oh man, challenge accepted, dude. We'll see how big it really is.
Well, you know, needless to say, I didn't have a lot of friends when I was really younger, like, you know, single digits going into my younger teens. I didn't have a lot of friends back then. And when I'm type 1 diabetic. And
really? Okay.
When I got diagnosed, I was 11 years old. And so doctors wanted me to do some therapy and all that stuff just to be on the safe side, because depression usually comes with, you know, a disease, you know.
Yep, absolutely.
Kids and all that.
Absolutely. Life-changing diagnosis. Man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know,
I managed a group home with a really fragile type 1 diabetic in it. And so I understand the level of detail you have to live your life in, man. Yeah. Like, just the carb counting itself. And then you get into the insulin and
the thing, like, you know, at 11 years old, you know, you don't understand necessarily the full gravity of it. And then when you finally do, it hits you hard.
Yeah. And you must have had a lot of questions yourself too. I mean, there's only so much you can wrap your mind around.
The thing is, I didn't. I was fortunate because I grew up with my grandmother who was a type 2 diabetic, and I watched her do I watched her test blood every morning and go through the routine and all this other stuff. So I
modeled for you. That's good.
Yeah, and I did. I had that role model, and if I didn't have that, I think it would have been a lot harder for me.
But, so it's familiarity for it. That's cool.
Yeah. Well, when I came the first day that we found out that I was diabetic, I came home from the doctors. With the doctors telling me that go home, pack up. You're going to be going in the hospital for about a week, 2 weeks. We're going to have to, you know, admit you, diagnose you, and train you, so to speak.
Yeah, right. Give it a crash course.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And so it was like, all right. And when I went home, I went home with a smile on my face. My mom didn't quite get what was going on. I was like, I want to get home. And she's like, okay. I ran inside. I sat down. I was like, Grammy, guess what? I'm just like you.
Just want to get home. Just want to feel that bond.
And that was exactly it. And she had the most happy but concerned look on her face all at the same time.
Yeah, I bet she did.
Oh, you know, because she was concerned like hell.
God bless your grandma, man.
You know what I mean? You know, God rest her soul now. But yeah, you know. She had the most concerned look on her face, but at the same time, it was like she was so happy that I was taking it so well.
Yeah. You gotta water that seed.
But anyways, long story short, doctors wanted me to see a therapist, and so when that all happened, and that just kind of went down that, you know, kind of down that road as far as therapy and getting my, you know, head straight and all that stuff. It wasn't necessarily, I would say, needed, but it was good that I had it. And the doctors saw that
Absolutely, man.
I think
all the props for you doing that, and I'm thankful that that was recommended, because so many times it's not even recommended. Whoa, down goes the light. Let me throw another light on here.
That's great.
I love gravity, dude.
Right. That's my grandmother just saying hello.
What's up, gravity? Give me just a sec. And Grammy left a mark, dude. All right.
Right.
That should be fine. All right, you can see me. I can see you. It's all matters.
Yeah. So I forget actually where I was going down that road. Was that because I was talking about how got JT dirty?
Yeah. We gotta finish that. Finish that.
So, needless to say, when I got into my teens, went down that dark path of like didn't want to necessarily accept the diabetes. Didn't want to do the therapy because I was very ignorant at that point, saying how could someone sit there and tell me how to deal with diabetes when they don't have diabetes themselves? They're not in my shoes, so on and so forth. Like I said,
how could they understand?
Very typical teenager. I know what's best for me, and that was that mentality that I had. And then I was like, I guess, I don't know, like I still do have a fear. Anyone naturally, I guess, would have a fear of death. And I did then, and it was so bad to the point that I was challenging it.
Okay.
And
that's interesting, man.
And it was like, that was my way of trying to overcome it. Like, I'm not scared of you so
almost the immersion road.
Yeah. So needless to say, I was
that's like, dangerous if the fear is death.
Well, no. So like, for instance, I wasn't like trying to go, play chicken with cars, but
thank God
I was, playing guinea pig with my body with drugs.
Yep.
Okay. And being a diabetic, that's a one-way ticket.
Got you.
It seemed, needless to say, that I could keep cheating death, and so I kept cheating it, so to speak.
Wow.
And, so when I started rapping, it was like on the heels of that.
Okay.
And
right on, man.
And that's right before I started turning around and getting my life back in order and realizing that I have something to live for. Why am I trying to fuck this up? So
hell yeah. That's awesome, dude.
And so the name JT Dirty, which my full name is John Thomas Sloan. A lot of people don't know that. I never publicized that before, but my full name is John Thomas Sloan.
Damn, getting the privilege, man.
So you were getting very first time I'm saying that out in public on that. But so anyways, JT could stand for that, but in my mind was, when I came up with the name, was JT Dirty stood for Johnny Turning Dirty.
Okay, got you.
And right on. Because that was my mindset.
Right, absolutely, man. Absolutely.
And then after now that I'm in a better place, it was almost conflicting. Should I have that same name, because it's a different me now from what the name was originally entailing?
But it's also a testimony too, man. Right. It also shows a journey. I don't want. I'm going to tell you what to do with your name, but don't undervalue the importance of what I just got out of that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just you explaining your name. You know what I mean? It told me a lot about you, but it was also inspiring. It showed me how you overcame some struggle in life, even at a young age.
And the reason why I guess I was conflicted with the name was just because I didn't want to give the wrong idea that I still did those things. You know what I mean? And so on and so forth.
I got you.
That was the major conflict with the name. I love the name still, and that always will.
Right.
But
explain to what you want, you still get that first impression,
Right. So what I decided to do was say, all right, that is my name, but I'm also AKA the Dirt now.
There we go. Okay.
And that's
got the dirt on the dirt.
So, and I always kind of looked at was,
I like that.
Johnny and JT Dirty was like two separate things. What I did as a person was different from what I did as rap.
Right. Artistic expression.
Well, the way I looked at it was JT Dirty was a narrator for Johnny's life.
Oh, interesting, man. That's really interesting.
And
okay.
that's because my music is like an autobiography of my life, and that's the way I consider it. So everyone can have a history report of my life. Just check out my music. That's what it is.
Right on, man.
So
this history lover likes that.
You know, and that's needless to say what I was trying to do with that. And but yeah, so now when I say the dirt, it's like, all right, now JT Dirty and Johnny is not two separate things. We've united as one, and it's the dirt.
Okay, the unison in the dirt, man. I like it. All right, what's up, dirt? I got unified. You. Now I know.
Unified.
That's it, man. Hell yeah.
But yeah.
So what? Now personally, I go more of like a boom bap style of rap. I like to do some trap shit, but as a jazz musician, I really like going into boom bap. What kind of style do you like to make the most?
I would definitely have to say boom bap myself.
Yep. Okay. We got a cool old school crew here.
I definitely tweaked with some trap as well. And I would like to evolve to a point where I can somehow start working back to that old school rock roots and mixing it into the point that I'm not sure if you ever heard of the mainstream band, but I Prevail or like Hollywood Undead, or
I know Hollywood Undead.
So something along those lines where it's got the rap for the verses and the rock for the chorus, but it's not me.
I grew up with Linkin Park too.
And Linkin Park, yeah exactly. Linkin Park was a start for me. Me and one.
Man, Linkin Park was so big back in. Oh man.
All right, so
it was like the hottest shit.
So I'll tell a little story real quick.
We're dating ourselves right now, man.
I know, right?
Holy shit.
Hey, that's the beauty of these interviews. They can go as long as you want.
Lay it on me.
And if it's long enough, we can turn it into a 2-part series, and hopefully they'll come back for more, you know? So.
Oh shit, man, I got you. How long have we been in on it now? I've lost track of time.
I don't even know. It doesn't keep track on my end.
Oh, I'm checking the time. I got my phone here. Yo, we've been going like an hour and a half, JT. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I like. Man. That's what I like. All right. So with the story, shout out to my buddy Lamb Chop. I won't give out his real name, but
that's okay.
That's his nickname, Lamb Chop.
Was that the dog from Doug? No, that's Pork Chop. Pork Chop was the dog. All right. Anyway, keep going.
But anyways, so back in the day, we used to listen to Linkin Park a lot and all that stuff in high school. We'd go over to his house, we'd hang out, and we'd know all the lyrics. We'd, go back and forth. He would do the rap, and I would do the rock.
That's dope.
And, and it was just, we loved freaking, Linkin Park at that time. And then when they did that mix album with Jay-Z,
I forgot about that. They totally did, dude.
Yeah, and that Encore Numb album or whatever it was.
Yep.
Dude, so we loved that album, and that was kind of like my first real itch for that whole rap rock mixture, like full blown. The fusion.
Oh, yeah.
And so yeah, I would eventually like to start dabbling in that type of genre and see what I can, pull out on my repertoire on that.
Oh yeah, dude, definitely. If you're feeling that, man, you got to do it.
Well, especially after I've had I started with the rock, I've evolved into the rap. Now it's like, well, let's find a way to fuse them and make them both relevant.
I meant to bring this up earlier. We were talking about jazz drummers. If you like jazz drummers, have you heard of the band Snarky Puppy?
Snarky Puppy. I can't say I have. No.
They're pretty hot in the jazz community right now. They're a guy, Michael League. He's the bassist in the group. He writes most of the music for the group. It's a huge band. It's like 10 to 15 to 20 people, depending on the song. I've seen them live twice, man. Incredible band. But the drumming is on point. Write this down. Like the go-to song I always tell people to look up is
here we go.
Take your time, brother.
It's
for everyone out there too. If you're listening, Snarky Puppy's a great band. There are so many great jazz bands out there, but if you're just getting into jazz, Snarky Puppy is it's a great pertinent jazz band. Snarky Puppy, like Lingus is a good one. Binky. Any one of their songs, man. Any one of their songs is gonna be it's a moving piece of music. It's dynamic, and that's the thing. Yeah, and here we go. Tie it back to my music. This is what I'm trying to do with my music now. A little more is add more dynamic nature to it. So a lot of my instrumentals, I don't want to say they've been flat, but they could have been more of a story, more of a journey. You know what I mean? Rather than looking at it like a formula or like a math problem, I need to look at it like a piece of art. You know what I mean? Where it can start one way, I want it to evolve. So like that EP I released, I had a couple songs where towards the end of the song, I would either keep a melody and a chord progression and then change the beat up, or change the melody and the chord progression and keep the beat. I would flip part of it around just to keep things a little more interesting. And so I'm trying to add a little more of that jazz dynamic nature into it. So it's not going to sound jazzy, but it's definitely going to be like more evolving in its own self. I'm really excited, man. I'm excited to be working with some local guys. There's going to be some collabs. Man, I've been talking with so many people, and Corona put brakes on so many projects, man. But just to shout out a few guys, Il Murray, Unique Unknown, Quazo Smalls, we got Nico Brown, African Dandada, and my boy On Demand. These are all guys that are solid artists. JT, let's get on track together, man. I got you on a beat, especially on a boom bap level, man. You want a beat? I'll send you a beat. Just say thank you for bringing me on, man. Okay. I got you. Yeah. I'll make you a custom one. It'll take like 2 or 3 weeks. I'm a little busy, but I will get you on that. Okay.
I'm honored, and I'll be more than honored to be on it. Yeah.
And when you're here, man, send it back. You're a creator too. Send it back to me. Be like, hey, this is 95% dope as fuck. However, we add a little something like this. Can we drop that? Let me know, man. I'm flexible, okay? If I'm making you a beat, I want it to be specific to you.
So I'll lay it out. I'm very simple, but I'll break it out because of my history with music.
Okay.
For some people, they have their own, take and all that stuff. Me, I like to do it like in a almost like in a storyboard. So there's a beginning, middle, and end. And and I always like to dress it up with your hook, at least, say 3 hooks with the song. So pretty structured, pretty,
Yep, I got you.
Simplified. Aside from that, I'm pretty free and open with everything else. Like that's pretty much my structure.
Yeah, I love getting on some Jay Dilla shit. I know exactly what you mean. Just give me something consistent that's got a nice little just ride that out, man. Hell yeah.
And I just and it's simple. If you want to just add a little something to switch it up from the hook from the verse,
little cuts here and there, man.
Whatever, a little beat drop here and there in the middle of a punchline or whatever. Simple shit like that. I'm very, very easy going with it when it comes to collabing.
Right on. Hell yeah, dude.
I know
that's
that
cool. Flexibility is important.
Well, and that's the thing. Like I've worked with quite a few people now, especially doing like talking shit, that that giant collab there and stuff like that. And,
yeah, that shit was dope too, by the way.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, absolutely.
As much as I like to take.
Oh, one more shout out, dude. I forgot Felbane. Yo, Felbane. I got some good shit I'm gonna be working on with Felbane too. I've sent him some beats a little while ago, but I wasn't really proud of what I sent him, so I'm working on some beats. Felbane, if you're listening, man, like I'm working on your beats, man. I'll give them to you soon.
Yeah,
there's gonna be some good collabs.
Felbane, he's always been a big supporter of what we do here at Beyond.
Huge. Dude puts in crazy hours in this community. Yeah.
No, and definitely
driving from New Hampshire to shows and stuff. Sorry, he's a great guy. I can talk about Felbane all day. Hell yeah.
So all right, I'll tell you a little story real quick about Felbane. Now, when we did,
let's go, lay it on me.
When we went doing talking shit, I we linked up with him like, hey, we'll drive down to you down in New Hampshire and make it easy for you and all that stuff, and bring the mic to you and get you on this and all that stuff. And dude, he was cool, man. He took us like through this nature walk and all this other stuff, and we record this thing live outside, man. And it was cool because it was still a good recording, and he knows I'm a Batman fan, and when or I actually scratch that. I don't even think he knew I was a Batman fan at that time, or even if he does now. I can't remember. I'm pretty.
He knew even if he didn't know.
Right.
Yeah,
He sensed the aura.
Yeah. Yep.
But
for real.
In that verse, one of the lines he drops, he's like, riding in the Batmobile or something like that, and it was just like, word.
Yeah, he's a great freestyler too. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Did he bring up his herbology he's doing?
So yeah, oh yeah, dude.
Because you said nature walk, so I figured he was pointing out plants.
Oh yeah.
That's dude. Hilarious.
No, he's very knowledgeable, and it's funny too, because like when we were like going through a walk, like he taught me, he was pointing out things I never would have saw, to the naked eye or whatever, as far as like, fungi on trees and shit like this.
Okay, yeah, trust him on that shit. I got a funny story, man. So I got a friend that I make music with. Hi, baby. So chaga, like chaga mushroom.
Okay, yeah.
So it grows on birch tree, really hard, kind of looks like a little tumor.
Yeah.
So you boil it and make an antioxidant tea with it. So anyway, dude, I was looking on a birch tree and I found this mushroom and I was like, dude, it's a birch tree. This has got to be chaga. It was brown. Dude, I broke this mushroom off and I went to go see my friend, Hi Baby, later that day. And I was like, I got some chaga, man. He's all into this foraging stuff too. And he took it and I went home later that night and I went to go boil the tea and I broke it open. I was like, wait, it's not supposed to look like this. And I was like, oh shit, I think I just fucking poisoned Vic. And so I had to call him and be like, dude, did you make that tea? Please tell me you didn't make that tea. He didn't, thank God. But man, do not trust me with mushroom identification. I will say, I've got a lot of skills, but man, look to Feldbane for that because I don't want to poison anybody by accident.
If I was in his shoes, I so would have messed with it. Be like, no, man, I didn't make the tea. I just ate it. Why?
Oh shit, man, you would have given me so much anxiety. But yeah, perfect opportunity, man. Yeah.
Go capitalize on that shit, opportunity.
Yeah. Dude, such an easygoing guy. He's just like, no, I'm safe. It's okay.
No, he was our very first Who Is episode, and it was an honor to get to know the man and really have him be the first because he was willing to take a chance with us to tell his story and tell it the right way.
Yep.
And it was on. I felt honored that he was allowing being the first and allowing us, trusting in us to
blazing the trail, man. Blazing the trail.
Yeah,
that's it. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Making it easier for someone to make themselves vulnerable. Vulnerability is a really hard thing, and most people will not exhibit it if someone else hasn't shown them how to be vulnerable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's trying to figure out how to be vulnerable. That doesn't just happen. Someone's got to pretty much show it to you, and it kind of shakes you. It moves you when someone is opening up like that, dude. But it's so inspiring. That's the testimony I love. And Feldman is actually good friends with my wife. They went to high school together, and so she introduced me to him a while ago. And she was telling me about him. She was like, "Yeah, he used to do this funny ass thing where he would be talking in a British accent, and then he would just jump right into a Busta Rhymes impression." Yeah. Oh man. If you see him, all right, ask him to do the British to Busta Rhymes thing. Shit is so funny. I can't do it. I'm really bad with accents because I'll start an accent and it will like develop. Like I'll start in a Jamaican accent, it'll develop into an Italian one. I don't know. So I usually don't do accents around people just because one, it sounds ridiculous. Two, not trying to offend anybody. But
what the tea, Joey?
But Feldbane kills it. He kills it going from this proper Brit to Busta. Yeah, awesome shit, man.
British to Busta. He should start his own podcast called that, British to Busta. And like literally just do like hip hop news or something like that and start in a British accent, and by the end of the show he's in a Busta accent.
Oh shit, a gradient, man.
Exactly, like slowly transition over between every cut.
That's hilarious. Man. Yeah, I wonder how many episodes that would actually
Well, that's what I'm saying. You could do it with every episode, but just do the.
You can make it work. You can make it work, man. He can find innovation enough to do it. Yeah.
Oh, he definitely could.
So I'm pumped to do some music with him, man. Like I really want to. He's so fucking energetic on the track, dude, and I love bringing energy like that too. Yeah, awesome guy, great freestyler. So, dude, there's so many awesome guys in this community that I'm just so pumped to make music with. I'm thinking about trying to get a mixtape together before my album, but I haven't been talking about it because I'd rather just get it together and then talk about it. You know what I mean? But like, I was just thinking, I was gonna make an album about it. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I was gonna make an album called "Who We Are." That was my plan, like for 2020. I was gonna make an album called "Who We Are," and it was gonna be like really featuring a lot of Portland artists. And then we kind of in the same town, just separated, distanced, and it's cool. It's cool. People got mics. Some people got mics and they can do collabs, but not everyone's got a mic. Not everyone's trying to have someone spit on their mic. And so I get it. So that led me into patriotic education. If I can do a mixtape, I'd like to do that, man.
And the thing is too, like that was half the reason. Like when I did Talking Shit, it was like one of those things like I may never have a chance to collab with all these guys down the road or whatever. Yep. So if I can gather anybody and everybody that I possibly can, and get them on this now while we can.
Hell yeah. You did it, man. And that's just dope.
There's certain missed opportunities, and
lessons learned.
That I regret that I wish we had more time for, when we're doing the deadline for that and so on and so forth. But because there was, a couple other people, like even I was talking with Stay on Mars in our interview that we had, and I knew it was kind of out of his toy box, so to speak, as far as music wise, because he's usually non-combative and in his type of music, and there's nothing wrong with that. He's a very wise man, for being able to do that and
balance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I just figured in general, it was a general topic that everyone's had someone that's talked shit about them, or they've talked shit about someone else. And everyone in that song, nothing against anyone, they took their own interpretation of it.
Yeah, I like that, man. I like that artistic vision.
And that was fine by me. Some of it, because I was so set in my vision of what I had it to be that it was hard for me to see where they were coming from in their version or their, rendition of it. But it was whatever. I won the best interpretation of them on it. They gave it to me. It's getting put in. But yeah, so that was just a cool experience because I didn't even know there was that many people in the ductwork in the first place,
Yeah, right. Coming out of the whirlwind, man. Yeah, it's awesome.
And 30 MCs, it was just like, okay. And I remember messaging Graphic. I'm like, yo, so this is going to be a little bit bigger than I thought.
Shit's getting heavy.
Well, because when I first, guesstimated when I talked to him about it, it was like, I think I gave him, I said at max probably about 15. Mm-hmm. And because that was
you're being generous.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking. I was being generous because at that time, I literally solidly knew about 10 people, and I didn't know if they would guarantee even get on it.
Right, yeah, you're just going to ask them, see what happens.
You know what I mean? So, and then Lee started pulling out names out of the ductwork that I didn't even know about. I'm like, yeah.
Lee with the hookup. Lee with the hookup. Yeah.
So I was like, all right. And then between him and me, we got to about like, it was, I want to say about 15 people. And that was like halfway through the month. And I was like, let's start putting out advertisements and see what happens. And sure enough, one thing led to another. We got another 15 out of the advertisements.
Hell yeah. And
it was just like, all right, sweet. And
one thing leads to another, man. That's it right there.
Yeah, no. And now it was so cool because like there was so many collaborations that have already came before that and after that all accumulated with that it made it so relevant. Because like there was in certain chapters, we had known that certain people were working together on certain albums, and so on and so forth. So we tried to keep it random, but the first ones that came in, we tried to kind of organize with their collective either friends or groups or whatever, that we thought was going to kind of, how do I say, give a teaser to what was to come for what they were working on as a separate group themselves. So like Unique Unknown and Rigatoni, they did a couple of songs together, and I know they're working on more, and so there's like more to come. So I kind of put them in a chapter together, so to speak. And I know that also Unique and Jihadi had worked together, so that's why Jihadi was also in that chapter. And I know Riga and Jihadi will eventually probably work together. So it was like, kind of like, let's throw that mix in there, to forecast.
One thing leads to another, man.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
So, but anyways, enough about me once again.
dude, you're good. You're good, man.
So going to your music and all that stuff, you said you started back in 2016. Finally pushing forward now in 2020, got the next album on the way. After that album comes out, you're talking about whether doing a mix pre or maybe pre, but after
it'd be before the album drops. It just depends on how quickly I do the album. If I get the album done by the end of January, then like, yeah, man, I got like 2-3 weeks to record as many, like just going over beats and having fun. Picking some beats, other people's beats, and just that I've been wanting to go over for a while, just give my perspective on, and just dropping a free mixtape somewhere, just kind of hyping it up. That's if I have time. That's why I haven't spoken about it yet, because that's a big if. It'd be fun, but there will be 2 albums this year, definitely. One, I'm releasing Patriotic Education as soon as I can in the first quarter, and then it'll probably be third quarter for the second one. I've got a couple ideas, nothing I really want to share right now, but it'll be thought-provoking, it'll be groovy, and it'll be inclusive.
Nice. I like that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, no, that we dropped earlier early this I think it was this week or maybe even last week on Beyond the Mic. We had dropped that this year to come. It said Dirt Fiction.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you a little taste on what that is.
Lay it on me, man. Come on. Lay it on me.
Because potentially it may have you being a part of that.
Let's go. I'm always down. Always.
So Dirt Fiction is going to be a mix album, and it's going to just be me with a whole bunch of different features throughout the whole album.
Okay, hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man.
And so that's why, like I said, you can potentially be on that if you're interested on that.
Always interested, man.
I gotta, once again, it's figuring out the right beat, the right scenario.
Send me the beat, how much you want written, and I'm just like that, man. Yep.
Well, that's the thing. Like you making your own beats. This might be a different situation where I'm not sure if you sell beats or whatnot, but you come up with a beat, sell it to me, then I'll put it on my album, but I'll make sure that you get your name mentioned. We'll
work something out.
I'm saying, like,
I haven't launched a beat store yet, so and you're getting in before I launch the beat store, man. We can build up together on that. I'm not really stressing that, but in the future there will be a beat store because I need I have way too many. I gotta get rid of some, man.
Perfect.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that, or I still got other ones already sitting in the arsenal that
hell yeah,
as far as beats that I got from both Obese the Prophet and Graphic Melee. So
yeah, Obese, I just have been connecting him a little bit. I just started following him on Instagram, and he followed me back. I'm digging his production, I'll tell you that. I got to listen to some more of his stuff, but I'm liking what I hear. I'm liking the action I'm seeing in the community too. That's cool shit. Yeah.
I highly recommend him as well. I don't know him as personally or as close as I did Graphic, or worked with him as much as graphic, but it was like I said, a new sandbox to kind of try and you know,
hell yeah,
get some different beats from or whatnot. And he's you know, he's completely different from graphic, but at the same time, it's like he can bring that same style of boom bap that I love.
Yep.
And so it was cool because now it was like, all right, now I can mix and mingle back and forth between, you know, what style I want, what I'm going for whatever particular song between the two. And both of them very highly respected, you know, kings of their genre in both their rights. So it's like, it's like, great. I have these two different kingdoms I get to, you know, choose from as far as taste wise.
Oh, the privilege.
Well, and it is. And it really, in my book, it is, because
hell yeah,
I started 3, you know, years ago as far as getting to know the hip hop community around here.
Yep.
You know, I was working obviously on my rap and music prior to that, but it was like 3 years ago I started really learning or getting to know people or trying to get to know people.
Getting that networking down.
Yeah. And that's when I started doing videos for, like, you know, Monday of the Minds, and, you know, getting live performances and stuff like that of other people performing, because we need that history.
Yes, documentation.
Exactly, documentation. Yeah. And I nothing against anybody or lack of effort of, but there's very little of that going on, and it was.
I agree. You can never have enough documentation as long as it's you know, benevolent, or sorry, not maleficent. We're getting tired here, man.
No.
What's the word I'm looking for? Holy shit. I'm gonna be stuck on that all night. What's the opposite of maleficent? Benevolent.
Benevolent. There we go. Yeah, you're right.
Damn.
I knew where to get that. I could think of it myself. So,
oh man.
But yeah. Anyway, so needless to say, it was just one of those things that, you know, we wanted to make sure that there was some sort of you know, background history base, and that's why I started, you know, videotaping all, you know, recording everybody. Here I am talking like in a nice videotaping. Get
the camcorder.
A camcorder that rests on my shoulder.
Yo, we had one of those too, man.
I did.
Oh man, that was awesome. Because you feel like Steven Spielberg as a kid, man. You're like holding it up, dude. Yeah, it's awesome. So cool.
Yeah. And then being able to just eject it from that and put it right in your VCR.
Yeah, right. That's straight up, man. Yeah, remember those the mini ones, dude? That was kind of weird at first. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I thought that was a revolution, but that was quickly gone, you know, because it was shortly after that they went to the SD.
Yeah, straight up. Yep.
Yeah.
Memory sticks.
Yeah, memory sticks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So, my grandfather still calls them that. Yes, it's true to that. Memory sticks. Oh man, yeah. Technology's come far away, man. And that's when it comes to technology though, I'm trying to incorporate a few more innovative things. It's a good segue. Trumpet.
Okay.
You ever heard a mic'd trumpet going through some pedals?
No, I can't.
So you got the rock perspective. You know about your pedal boards.
Yeah.
I want to get. I have a delay pedal, not delay pedal, a loop pedal, because I like to, you know, the live aspect of things is so fun, man. And as much of that as I can create myself live, I do. I got help like my friend Logan on bass, and a good friend of mine, Kellen, that plays guitar. But I want to start experimenting with miking a trumpet, hooking it through distortion, phaser, octave, all sorts of just seeing what I can do with it for a live performance. I don't know where we'll be with COVID when it comes to actual live performances. But man, when we finally get there, I cannot wait to get a band together. I pretty much just need a drummer. If you know a good drummer, anybody out there, come on, man. I need some jazz drumming, man. Get on that jazz drumming and help me out.
All right. I'll take a step back and I'll let someone else raise their hand.
No, but you should build that skill, man. Come on over then. You got it. But anyway, once I get a drummer, we'll be all set for a live band.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that'll be cool, man. That'll definitely be cool.
I'm good friends with Just Plain Jones. Him and I both played in the worship band over at Green Memorial AME Zion Church. You know Just Plain Jones?
I've heard of him. Yep.
Yeah, great guy, awesome guy. He's got ADHD like me, so we vibe together like that. But yeah, just an amazing drummer. And I'm hoping maybe we can do something for a collab. But he's busy. He's got a lot of stuff that he's doing right now. Tons of projects. So another guy, Just Plain Jones, awesome guy. Check him out. We got like 20 shout outs in this conversation, man. I'm loving it. Yeah.
Well, I just want them all to understand that, I hope they, remember us.
That's why we're shouting them out, man. That's why we're doing it. Oh, man. It's proof. Documentation.
Right. Amen to that.
Hell yeah.
So with all that being said, with your music and all that stuff, you're talking about collabing and all that. You got anyone particular that you haven't said you wanted to work with that you may want to shout out now to that you want to, work with? Kind of open that doorway perhaps, and if they're watching,
that's a good thought,
or you want to get behind the door, because I like getting the scoop. That's kind of like my job being a reporter in a sense.
I'm trying to think who's been on my radar. I'm gonna give you a real ambiguous one. So when I was playing local shows in the high school band I was in,
yeah,
there's a band called Man the Reformer. Okay, lead singer Dustin Saucier was formerly the guy that fronted Arms Against the Sea. Remember Arms Against the Sea? Yeah. So this guy, awesome guy. He's diabetic too. But I'm getting into medical diagnoses here. Holy shit. All right, right? Absolutely. So, but dude, he's got an angelic voice. I would love for Dustin Saucier to get on a hook with me. That's what I'm feeling right now. And I could just hit him up. I mean, we're friends on Facebook. We've talked a few times in the past. We did shows together and whatnot. Awesome guy. But you put me on the spot, man, so I'm letting you know. As far as other rappers go, I've really, Nico Brown. You know Nico Brown?
I don't know.
Nico Brown is Roxbury native. He's been living in town for a little while now. Quite a little while now. Anyway, I met him at the one of the hip hop things that African Dundada set up. But me and Nico, I got to make a track with him. It's just this COVID shit. I don't even want to blame COVID shit anymore, just because it's just missed opportunities by hair and waiting for something to come back. But anyway, Nico, I'm letting you know, man, we got to do this track. I got you. I'm getting in touch. A lot in the works, man. I'm excited for the potential shit. I'm excited for what I'm working on right now. It's going to be, if not a good year, a productive year.
Right.
And that's what I'm going to focus on. Yeah. Absolutely.
And I just hope that, I think with this new year coming that, with the vaccine and all that stuff, and hopefully that we can get some form of normal again, before 2021's out, because I don't think I could necessarily tolerate a whole other year of this.
Right.
The way it is. But I mean, if I respectfully have to, and that's just the way, life is. You got to make sure you be safe before sorry.
Right.
But,
right.
So,
it's that sacrifice. I'm feeling it, man. Yep.
Yeah. I see I see people sometimes out there with their masks, down by their chin and stuff like that. And I'm just like,
I got that fatigue too, man. You gotta keep it going. That's what I'm saying. Keep it going, man.
And I understand whether there, like you said, I understand the fatigue of it all, but we gotta keep the good fight going, because
we're all fatigued, man. But we can all get off each other's energy, man. And if we're all fatigued, we can just get on that zombie mode and just ride it out. Zombie mode.
It's like that. It's like that one line, or not one line, but that I'd say saying that always stuck out to me, United we stand, divided we fall. Like
absolutely,
that
absolutely.
always applies to almost any situation.
Yep. Think about if there was a unified response, man. Ideally, I know no one's ever going to do one thing as a group,
Right.
but if, hey, businesses would be different. But I'm not going to sit and reflect on how things could have been. Let's just keep fucking mask up, keep moving forward.
Is going to be the year of, at least I can say a new light. We're going to look at it, like Star Wars, A New Hope.
There you go. There you go. Oh man, different fucking frequency of the light.
Yeah, right. So I think on that note, I will say this, but before we end this out, I want you to go down everything that they can find you at and all your music at, and then on top of that, I want to also ask you one last question, but I'll let you run down that first.
Okay, run down first. Spotify, look up Joey the Composer. I have my EP, What It Is, on there. On YouTube, I have 2 songs from the upcoming album, Patriotic Education. Go to YouTube, look up Joey the Composer. I'm on Facebook. I don't use Facebook that much, but I am on Instagram. Joey the Composer. Pretty much Joey the Composer everywhere. You can find me, and appreciate the views, appreciate the support. Communicate with me. I'll try my best to communicate back. I just like talking. Clearly, how long we've been here now, JT? 2 hours, baby. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so that's where you can find me.
The only other time we've done 2 hours on an interview, there's only one other person. That's Marcel Black.
Damn, now we're going to go 3.
Right. All right, another pot of coffee, dear.
Right. All right, what you got for a question, man?
All right, so if you had the opportunity, either dead or alive, past or present, doesn't matter. If you had the opportunity to collab with one artist, who would it be?
Guru, Gangstar. Nope. I take that back. I say that so quickly because his death was too soon. But it would be Mos Def. It would be Mos Def.
Word.
Yeah, my favorite rapper. His spiritual nature is so inspiring, man. And like I said, iron sharpens iron. That's a sharp ass piece of iron right there, man. Mos Def, holy shit. Yep, absolutely. I'd love to do a collab with him. Yep. If you're listening, Mos, if you're listening, man, hear me out. I got you.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. That's a damn good pick.
What about you? What about you, man?
Oh, geez. I always ask the questions I never thought about myself.
I know, that's why I'm tripping you up here.
Yeah, no, geez. To narrow it down to one person.
You didn't have it prepared?
No, I didn't. Like I said, I mean,
you asking the question, didn't even expect. That's okay. That's okay.
I tried to not make it about me. You know what I mean?
No, it's good. I respect that.
I guess if I had to really choose, it probably. I know this is probably like everyone's gonna be number one answer, but it'd probably be Eminem.
That's a good choice, man. And Eminem. I have a lot of respect for Eminem.
He was just so relevant throughout my whole life.
Straight up, man. Straight up. Absolutely.
You know, and even before, because I didn't get into him until it was probably 96, 97. Mm-hmm. Right after, I'm trying to think. Yeah, it was probably 96, 97. But anyways.
Slim Shady LP?
Yeah, I think it was a Slim Shady LP. But because the first song I heard was
Eminem Show was 2001, right?
Yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
I could just bring up Wikipedia.
right.
Keep going, my bad.
Anyways, I know.
But Eminem.
Remember when? No.
seriously, man.
But anyways, just say it would have to be him, just like you said, because he was probably the longest lasting and continuous influential in my life throughout most of his career. I mean, there's a couple of like on that Encore album, the edited one where he's like, shove you know, dribble up his ass to a tube and shit like that. Like there was, you know, there's a couple of songs on it's like, you know, complete left field for me. No denying that
it's fucking Eminem.
That was Eminem and drugs involved, and I get it. And you know, we all have a sick and twisted side, and that's why mine doesn't go on mic. No.
Shit.
Yeah, no, I would definitely have to say him.
That's cool, man.
Especially the storytelling too.
Hell yeah.
The way he can tell a story, definitely half the reason why I try to tell my stories, is because he did it so well. I only could hope to even somewhat compare, in that manner. And
great detailed delivery. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Well, and that's the thing. I think, you know, if you know, anyone who does listen to my music, there's a reason why I'm not a fast rapper. I want the message to be clear.
There you go.
Always want it to be. And I think that nothing against anyone who is a fast rapper, but I think taking too fast, it dilutes the message you're trying to send. And it, you know, the common brain can't keep up to process what you're saying, or if it can pick up bits and pieces because you're going so fast, you're missing the inner filler of the details. You know,
come on, quick, make a celebrity overnight.
Yeah, you know. And so I guess that's probably the main reason why I would say him, and why because he just, like I said, inspires me the most. I gotta say though, if I had to pick someone that was dead, I would love, going back to that whole fusion rock and rap thing, I would love to work some sort of hip hop rock fusion out with Jimi Hendrix.
Oh, that'd be sweet, man. Yo, I'm a huge Jimi Hendrix fan. That's awesome. Yeah, so, that'd be sweet. You know, he probably would have stayed current. That's cool, man.
You know, the man, it was just straight up beautiful, and it was magic every time, and it was almost never the same.
That was jazz, man. That was jazz. I'm telling you.
Right. No, it was jazz, but it was with that rock and roll flavor. And
absolutely, man.
And it was just, you know, Voodoo Child, my all-time favorite, always will be. I gotta say, you know, that sounds beautiful coming from your voice, because if I try to do a guitar simulation with my voice, it'd probably sound like a cat getting ran over.
I didn't turn my wah pedal on though, so you know it's not the authentic feel.
Right. But yeah, so no, that would be definitely Jimi Hendrix. My old man loved him. And I got, I think, 2 of his albums in the records of my old album. One of them's still in the package, not even open. And I think my old man intentionally left it that way because it's so I'm going to keep it that way.
Wise. It's come this far.
And you know, the old man had a mission, and I'm going to keep it going. So
there you go. Respect, man.
No, Joey, man, I really do appreciate this. You coming on the show.
I appreciate you bringing me on, dude. It's been fun.
Yeah.
Good New Year day, man. We started off like this. Hell yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. And great way to start off the new year. New year, new friend, new journey.
Hell yeah, man. You know, new energy.
Right.
Yep.
And especially talking about collaboration, I will definitely be in touch with you.
I got you, man. I got you.
Right now, I actually got quite a big list of people that I'm already collabing with and trying to.
I feel you.
With that.
Hey, when the stars align, it'll be right on time, man. I got you on Facebook now. I just added you before this shit, so I got you.
And I saw that, and I did the same. So I appreciate you reaching out on that, and definitely looking forward to your new stuff, and I'll be definitely checking out your old stuff.
Dude, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Hell yeah. JT, you're the man.
I only try to be.
Shit. All right, dude. Well, this has been fun. Stay safe, dude. Okay.
Definitely. You do the same, and
I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, definitely. I'll hit you up soon. You be safe and take it easy.
Right on, brother. Take care, man.